that's associated with the banjos. Those 1920s tunes always sound good. Many people, when they see a banjo, if they're of a certain maturity, they think of some of these songs of the Old South. And I have to tell you that Stephen Foster wrote wonderful tunes, Swanee River and all that sort of stuff, and many times they sound so good on a banjo. But and I'm going to play some Stephen Foster songs for you, but I must point out that this banjo didn't even exist when Stephen Foster wrote the songs that I'm about to play. The banjos in those days were very primitive instruments. They were usually homemade, and they weren't gold-plated and engraved like all the instruments you see here. They were sometimes made out of calabash gourds or hollowed-out tree trunks, and had skin made out of a goat or a snake skin or something, and had strings. I hate to say it, they were made out of catgut or some animal intestine. And I mentioned that banjo that has the extra string halfway up. A lot of people say, well, you know, you got 4 strings that go the whole length of the neck, and then they've got that short little string that's only half as long. A lot of people say, why do they only have that half-length string? Well, they could only get 4.5 strings out of an average cat. So people laugh at that. That's the truth. That's not a joke. If it wasn't the truth, I wouldn't find it funny. I'm going to take you back. Tune you on? I'm easy.
Doing banjos. I need someone else to play.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know what it is about one guy sitting with a banjo, but I get more requests for dueling banjos than
Can you play Wildwood Flower?
I'd rather play dueling banjos. I'm actually trying to get the banjo in tune. You get all the people in here, warm, and banjos get out of tune. Imagine that. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard one completely in tune. There you go. You mean? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, my flower of the wildwood was skinny and tall. Except for her Adam's apple, she had no shape at all. She's a natural blonde, my flower would swear. But black was the color of the roots of her hair. That's the only
Never mind.
I can always get out of that song by improvising. I don't know. You asked for dueling banjos. There was a film in the 1970s. It's a beautiful love story called Deliverance. Oh, see, you're not that old. Okay. They remember it.
Love story.
They had this song in there. It's called Dueling Banjos. Dueling Banjos is a duet. And for those of you who have not glanced up here recently, I'm walking along. I'll do it. We can do it any number of ways. Sometimes it's fun to have the audience sing as you're singing. We could pretend that you're a banjo. I'll play a note and you just sing it back to me. We kind of duo back and forth. And this either is